Hi, welcome to Professor Kev Show. I got my buddies Jay and Noah from Idori on the show with us today. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thanks for having us, Kev.
So
Thank you,
good to see
Kevin.
you. Good to see you again, Noah. So let's start at the beginning. Why'd you start this idea?
Absolutely. So, going all the way back to the beginning, I grew up on an organic vegetable farm in northern Vermont where I spent pretty much the entirety of my childhood in nature, hiking, camping, kayaking. And when I moved to Boston to go to Boston University, I realized that most kids, unfortunately, don't have the privilege of growing up that way. And because of that, they're much less likely to develop values of the environment and sustainable behaviors later on. So, I started Adori to show or to give children, no matter their background, opportunities to engage with nature in a fun and meaningful way that will hopefully help them develop values of the environment and sustainability that will carry on through the rest of their lives. And I'm joined today by Jay, who joined as a business development intern in this past year. And I'm really excited to kind of share not only my experience about developing Adori, but also the fact that I've been able to galvanize a group of college students around this cause and found a lot of ways for people to get involved and contribute in a lot of super meaningful ways. Do you want to share a little bit about your experience and what you've seen since joining Jay?
Yeah, sure. First of all, thank you, Kevin, for having us. And so I also went to Boston University, and after my graduation, I graduated back in December, and I was looking to join like a small startup which is driving impact, which I can help grow because I had never worked at a startup. And then I came across Adori, and it was something that I had never seen. Like it was it was something out of the blue. So then I reached out to Noah asking him to like for a coffee chat. And so he explained to me what he does and what his mission was. And that really resonated with me. And I also wanted to be part of this journey. So I reached out to him and I got part of the business development team. And since I've joined, we've been doing like a lot of things. I've been learning a lot. Like we have been like trying a lot of different things to reach out to the public, to share our message, to share our mission and vision. And it's been exciting. Yeah.
So talk to me a little bit about the programs that you're offering to teach people these skills.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have kind of two main pathways that we seek to educate young children about the importance of sustainability. First is our products, and second is our programs. So our flagship product line consists of an illustration book that teaches kids about a different aspect of environmental sustainability. So far, we've written and self-published three children's books. Benji the Tree Hopper, who teaches kids about deforestation. Flo the Ocean Dweller, who teaches kids about ocean conservation, and Gibo the Puffball, who teaches kids about air pollution and climate change. And each picture book is accompanied by an eco-friendly organic cotton plush toy. They're very fun and interactive. I actually have one on me I can show briefly. So this is
Oh,
Benji the Tree Hopper. And a cool thing about our plush toys, they're made to be very interactive to help kids kind of really get into the story that they're reading that teaches them about these concepts. So the arms are actually made to be puppetable, which allows the kid to hug Benji, act out different things that happen in the book, which makes it very fun and engaging. And then the third component of our products include activity roadmaps, which give children the opportunity to actually practice implementing these sustainable behaviors in their day-to-day lives. And then on the program side, we actually take these products into local bookstores, libraries, and schools so that we make this as accessible as possible to as many children as possible because we understand that while making things sustainably costs more money, it also means that we have to charge people more money. And unfortunately, that creates a barrier where not everybody can afford our resources. So we offer free programs in schools all around the Boston area, which is our way of kind of giving back to the community and making sure that everyone can access this content and these characters that explain that nature is something that's beautiful that we need to appreciate and take care of.
nice. So crystal ball time, guys. Where are we going with this idea? What's the future hold?
I'm gonna pass it, Jay. Why don't you? Where do you see Adori going in the next 5, 10 years?
All right. So before I answer that, I want to add something to what Noah said. So,
Oh,
like we are also reaching out to public libraries to have like reading sessions where people can just come in with their kids and like have like Noah would go around Boston and just like have a reading session with the kids and the parents. And we have done this in the past. Like we've had like a couple of them where once the reading session was done, the parent were like so glad that they got their children because the children actually went back home. They actually had a lot to think about, and they said, "Hey, mom, like this was something which like this was very interesting." So we got like good feedback. So that is also something Idori does. Like we just reach out to libraries saying, hey, we want to do this reading. And if they're open to it, like we usually go around and have like a reading session. And yeah, coming to the question, like how where I see like let's say in the next 5 years, I think Idori is out for a mission. Like our mission is to educate children from the age of 2 to 7 because we've done our research because that's where a lot of learning and development happens at that age. So given like where we are in the world and what's happening in the world, I think this is a really nice approach to teach our future generations about sustainability, about having good values. And I think by Idori's mission is to spread that kind of awareness, and through our books, through our plushies, through our programs, I think that's where we are headed. And if everything goes well, at which I think will, I think we will be around like United States. So like I think we're gonna have like a lot of distribution around. So yeah, that's how I see it. So
I
All right, Joe,
completely
your
agree.
turn.
We're here to change the world at the end of the day. And I have two main ways that I believe that we're really going to be able to do that. The first is becoming the next Sesame Street, but for sustainability. We want to become a holistic, all-encompassing children's entertainment brand with characters that children recognize just by the look of their face or by their name. I want Benji the Tree Hopper to become a household name as much as Elmo or Kermit the Frog. And additionally, not only are we planning on selling books and plush toys and activity roadmaps, but we want to expand, much like Sesame Street, to all different mediums because not every children learns the same. Some children learn better from arts and crafts, some learn from online games. So we want to create a platform through which we can have all different types of online content. We could have a video series on YouTube. We can have different activity booklets and so much more that we're working on, which is really exciting. And then the second half of it, which I am super excited about, and this is part of why I really wanted to bring Jay on the call today, is we really believe that there are so many young people who are passionate about creating a difference in the sustainability space. Often, when we hear the words climate change or ocean pollution, it's very overwhelming and it makes us feel very powerless against, things that are going on out of our control. So what Adori has allowed a lot of young people to do, which I think is really amazing, is take control of being a part of the solution rather than part of the problem. And the way that we do that is by educating youth about these values so that as they grow up, they'll make sure to understand who to vote for in order to support, positive climate policy, what kinds of products to buy in order to have the least negative impact on the environment, and of course, just what daily behaviors they can have in order to help our planet become as sustainable and regenerative as possible. And the way that we've done that is by recruiting college students and soon, hopefully, high school students as ambassadors for our mission so that it's not just me or Jay going into local schools around the Boston area, but anybody all around the country or even around the world can go on our website. They can sign up to be an ambassador. We'll train them, we'll send them books and plush toys and activity roadmaps, and we'll help connect them with local schools in their area so that we can educate kids all around the world about sustainability in a fun and meaningful way for free, making it accessible and also super, super impactful. So that's my long-term dream for Adori. That is the impact that I dream of. Thus the name Adori. I dream of real impact.
I like it. Now I get it. So what's the best way to reach out to you?
You can reach out to me directly at noahsoren@adori.com, or you can check out our website, which is idori.com. We still have 8 days left in our Kickstarter campaign, which is super exciting. I'll make sure to send that link over to Kevin so he can share it along with this podcast. And our goal with the Kickstarter is to raise at least $20,000 total, which will allow us to donate 500 books to underprivileged communities, families, and schools in need. And it will help with the production of our first batch of inventory.
Awesome. I appreciate you both taking a few minutes to call on the show. And as always, thanks for being my friend.
Thank you so much, Kevin. Have a great rest of
thank
your
you,
day.
Kevin.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.